Good morning. Welcome to River City Live. We've got friendly faces here for you. Elizabeth and Rance and me. Mark's still away, and he is back tomorrow. He's back tomorrow, everybody. So, but we're kicking things off with a little shout out to our friend reporter Chris Parento, who had a great story. Did you guys see this about the opportunity to text your 911 emergencies as opposed to actually getting on the phone and calling? Not every city has this. Not every county. It is available in Nassau, Clay, Alachua right now. But think about, for example, in a case like in Orlando, where you don't want to be heard, you don't want anybody to know you're calling 911, to be able to send a text like that is a life-saving, potentially.
Well, there's that situation, or if you're in a situation like, say, I mean, choking is probably not the best example, but you can't speak, you know, so.
And then yet another way that tech is trying to get out there and save lives, Apple has announced their new update that's coming out soon where they will make it very easy for you to sign up to become an organ donor. So they're really promoting that. And of course, everything you can do easily and on an app, you're going to make that choice as opposed to not. If you have to go down to the bureau and sign papers and whatnot, then you're likely to not do it. But if it's an app,
there's an app for that.
If it's easy enough, you can do it. All right, so let's talk for a minute about some tech peeves. These are the things that don't necessarily make your life better, but they're out there probably because they pay for all of these other things. Like, for example, advertising that comes up when you are surfing the web. So look at this great video. It's going pretty viral right now. This guy's just trying to close that pop-up.
I've had that happen.
He's going for the X.
That drives me crazy just watching it.
Get over here, you. Wait, what?
That is a great scam. Have you ever been on a website and you're trying to get like to the bottom to like the contact us or whatever, and every time you scroll down, they give you more stuff? I just want to get to this one part.
Oh, yes. And I love going on Pinterest for recipes, and what I'll do is I'll just screenshot the ingredients and then screenshot the recipe so I don't have to keep going back through Pinterest. And the other day I kept trying to screenshot and I'd go to my photos and it was an advertisement.
Every time. You can get around
it. Sneaks up on you. You have no idea sometimes.
Oh, that is so incredibly frustrating. But anyway, we were asking you too about your pet peeves if you have some about that. And so of course, as always, go to our Facebook page at River City Live TV.
And
so funny.
just like going all over, but you know, me being the foodie that I am, pasta is actually considered good for you. That's according to a study, of course, from Italy, but it's got to be in moderation, of course. But I know you guys are really good keeping the carbs on the low and all that, but would this kind of interest you, like, hey, I will try to eat a few more carbs?
No. I'm not buying into that at all. What's the pasta company that put that survey out?
Well, this is actually from the Neuromed Institute of Pozzilli, and they have granted and said moderation. It's actually associated with lower body mass index, waist and hip circumference, and waist to hip ratio.
I wonder if the moderation is 3 noodles, because if it's 3 noodles, then no.
1 cup?
1 cup of
One
3
cup
noodles.
of pasta.
No, 1 cup is more than 3. 1 cup is a
But
decent
if it's
amount.
cooked, it's not very much. 1 cup cooked? I mean, you could say 1 cup.
That's like, yeah, that's not a whole bunch.
No, I agree, though. Everything in moderation, and certainly, you know, you want to get all of your different...
I'm still trying to learn from you guys, so you know.
Well, don't learn from me lately. I'll tell you what, that pasta is calling my name on a regular basis, so...
So if you guys are looking for something fun to do this weekend and want to get some history out of it, there is a Japanese Navy ship right at our very own Naval Station Mayport. It's going to be here for the weekend. It gets in at some time today, so it might already be here. But kids have got to love that, getting to see such a big ship like that. And of course, the Naval Station has so much history behind it. And the cool part about it, too, is that on Saturday night at 7 p.m., there's going to be, the military band is going to join Navy Band Southeast for a free public concert. Again, that's going to be this Saturday at 7 p.m. at the University of North Florida. So supporting the troops, supporting the Navy, I mean, and it's got to be great.
Sounds like a great way to get out there and get some culture.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you think of Jacksonville, do you think of us as being very polite or very rude or somewhere right in the middle? So America's Rudest Cities list came out, and drum roll please, are we on it? Number 10, Ann Arbor, Michigan. We were surprised at that because that's a college town. Colorado Springs, It's on the root list, Dallas.
Why
What do
they
you think
hating
about
on my
that?
city?
Sure.
Why they hating on my city?
Boston is on the list, Salt Lake City, Utah. Again, kind of a surprise that these are the rootest cities. But the top 5, that's where you are probably most interested. Philadelphia. I think we've seen enough Eagles games, right?
Yes.
Los Angeles, rude. New York City. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
What, Phoenix, we're looking good. We're not there yet. Are we? Miami. So Jacksonville is not on the list.
So let's talk about this a little bit. Looking at the top 10, I mean, we've all been to Miami at some point, so we could actually speak on that on some level. So, I mean, Miami's a fun place to kind of hang out for short minutes, but the people, not so friendly?
Not very welcoming. I feel like they don't, when I've been there, I feel like a lot of the people there don't like that I'm there. So
Well, I grew up there, went to elementary school there, and then moved to Fort Lauderdale from there, but still have a lot of family in Miami. And I will say this, when I moved to Jacksonville, I was shocked at how nice people were. People said hello. They would let you in traffic. I had friends visiting, and they thought it was the craziest city. They thought they were in one of those utopian communities where people were so nice. That's the disparity there. I mean, people just were not. But think about it down there. You know, it's even hotter. You've got a lot of language barriers, if you're being truthful.
Different cultures, yeah.
You know, and you've also got a lot of tourists, and that can be frustrating if you're a native. So, you know.
But I don't get, I mean, Ann Arbor, it's a college town, it's a money college town, so let's put that out there. So I can kind of relate to understand that. Dallas, all right, we got some bad drivers, and of course, Texas, everybody in Texas thinks it's the greatest. I mean, I love my state, but I mean, just being real. But how does Phoenix, Arizona?
What is hot. They're miserable.
But it's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat.
Take a look right now. There was an optical illusion of the year winner, and we have a couple of things to blow your mind here. This is one of the optical illusion of the year winners, and that is a mirror. You're looking at some 3D printed, or is it? That's exactly what's got people so frustrated. Is it a mirror? I mean, they're trying to tell us it is.
It looks like it's chroma key video, because when he puts his hands in there, it doesn't. Wow.
all right, you shut up real quick.
What the?
Mind. Say it with me.
No.
That is really impressive.
All right, you're going to want to come back to us on rivercitylivetv.com later and watch this again and again, because I did see a little behind the scenes on that, and they're claiming that this is really little sculptures that were printed out on a 3D printer, and that the way that they're made is how that, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
It's beyond my pay grade.
So that person behind that is probably very smart. And another smart person is somebody that just got a really great opportunity through Goodwill. We obviously love Goodwill. You sport their outfits all the time. They have great prices, but they also help place people in jobs, give job training, and their newest program actually sends people over the age of 25 back to school to get them more education so then they can land their dream job. And I just met one of their success stories who is very inspiring.
I wanted to do something better. I wanted to further, move up in a company, because where I was at, I wasn't growing. And I came across Goodwill. So I applied, and I got the position, as a sales associate. And I knew there was other positions that I could later go up into.
A few years went by, and Liz Armstrong learned about something that intrigued her.
They actually sent us a letter in our pay stubs about the A-Step program. I seen it, and I knew I wanted to get into it. I knew I wanted to go back to school. It actually was a light bulb that went off.
Liz instantly started the process, working with several people at Goodwill Industries of Northeast Florida, including Leah Lynch.
One of our very first candidates, and she was actually working in our Lenox retail store, and she really wanted to take advantage of the opportunity and knew she wanted to go back to school and had a dream of being in the medical field.
For decades now, Goodwill has provided job placement and training opportunities to help break barriers that people may face in the work industry. But with this new A-Step program, Leah says people can actually get the tools they need to go back to school.
A-Step was designed to reach adults ages 25 and up, and people that had enough life experience to know that they needed to go back to school to improve their situations. And we provide very intensive case management in A-Step to help guide these people through the enrollment process, the vocational decision-making process, helping them with financial aid, and making sure that they have all the supporting resources so that their academic journey will be successful.
After a lengthy process, the wait was worth it when Liz was accepted into FSCJ's Medical Assistance Program last August.
I chose medical assisting because I like to help people. If there's somebody on the side of the road, I always try to stop and see if I can help. My passion is people, so why not try to help?
Not only did she start school, she already graduated, receiving her FSCJ diploma just this past Thursday.
It's amazing. 2 years ago, looking back now, 2 years ago, if you would have said that I was going to do this, I would have said no. You're crazy.
And if what she's already accomplished isn't enough, she's going to continue pushing for more.
My test is on July 14th, my RMA, and then I do want to get my BMO, which is basic machine operator for x-ray. It means I can take, I can take limited amounts of x-rays and then possibly go back and be a registered nurse.
And the goals continue.
I want to be an ER nurse. I want to be right where the action is and right where the help is really needed. That's where I really want to be.
And when I asked her what makes her continue to want to chase more dreams, her answer was simple.
Can't stop now. I've already gotten this far. What's the point of stopping?
Leah and the Goodwill team couldn't be more proud of Liz and say she's a model of what a person can do with a bit of help from the program and a lot of self-motivation and determination.
Working with Liz on this one-on-one case basis really is a home run for us. It is exactly what our mission says, is to make sure removing barriers to employment. And with our help, we were able to remove some barriers for Liz, and she will do the rest, and she will be incredible.
I just want to give a big thanks to Goodwill, because without them and without this program, I would have never even thought I had a chance to do this.
I'm Elizabeth Campbell for River City Live.
She was inspiring to talk to, just how motivated she was. And her final medical test is going to be a week from today. She's been studying hard for that, and she's applying for jobs, waiting for that phone call. In the meantime, anyone who wants to learn more about Goodwill and how they help people get jobs and the A-STEP program, which can lead to better education, you can find that on their website, which we've provided on our website, rivercitylivetv.com. Just click on the As Seen On tab.
Ooh, so motivating, isn't it?
Cool, yeah.
Why would I stop?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, she had the best attitude.
We're not stopping either, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back.